And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Now up for Tampa Bay, Josh Lowe. On the ground to short, Perdomo. And an easy out to start the game. Jake Mangum next to hit for the Rays. Hit in the air, left field. Gurriel has it sized up. Makes the grab for the second out.
Batting third.
Two outs, base is empty. Yandy Diaz now. Right through there for a strike. And there's a foul ball. 0-2 now. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bottom of the first, and now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Swung on, belted. Mangum giving chase. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. It sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now, Ketel Marte. And a foul ball. Man at second. High fly ball out to center field. Mangum settles under this one. One down. And now it's Josh Naylor. Hard hit right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Pavin Smith stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. That one outside. Ball one.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Runner at first with two away. At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1's the count.
And strike two.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. Back here at Chase Field, top of the second. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Junior Caminero. Fastball for a strike. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Got him looking for the K. Called strike three and a fastball up in the zone. And now it's Brandon Lowe.
Well, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
And that is that. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Left fielder, Lourdes
Littell back to
Gurriel
work.
Jr.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Lowe racing over to make the catch.
No, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
0-1.
Geraldo Perdomo, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And first offering is fouled off.
Man, this is pretty amazing. This guy is very efficient out there on the mound right now. Just 9 pitches in the first. He's got a chance to keep it to single digits again. Who does that?
Swing and a ground ball, and that chance handled. Slings to first. That's the third out. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his back through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Palacios at second with nobody out. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Danny Jansen to hit here. And a foul ball. Center field. McCarthy settles under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So the Rays batting order turns over. Now at the plate, Josh Lowe. He scored more runs than anyone else in his team so far this year, Chris. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
2 outs, runner at first. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jake Mangum. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now let's see if they force him.
Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Right side, hard hit. Lowe sends it to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat.
And that one popped to short. 2 away now. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Josh Naylor. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. Two outs. Late swing, foul to the left. That one almost got him.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And he hits a ground ball right side down the line, and it's foul. On the ground right side. The flip to the pitcher covering, and that is the right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And that drops in for a strike.
0-2's the count.
On the ground right side, Marte. On to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. The other way, and that's just foul. One out, bases empty. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Lowe in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. In the dirt, but kept close. Rodriguez ready to fire now. In the dirt. Caminero at first, one gone. To the right side, and that one handled. Lowe out on the play. Here's Eloy Jimenez. Now this is in the air down the line, and that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4, and now the DH, Pavin Smith. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
You know, these D-backs, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Next offering misses, and the count 1-2. This one popped up. One up, one down. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Throws to first, and a couple of quick outs. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Out to short, Caballero. Whips it across, and Arizona is... Rodriguez back to work. That's in for a strike.
Well, these Rays definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs. Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mix it up to speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
In the air to left down the line. Gurriel sizing this one up, hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
In there at the knees. 0-2.
0-2.
On the ground right side. Tosses to first, and the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Geraldo Perdomo. And that one fouled off.
Well, these Diamondbacks looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have one hit with runners in scoring.
There's a swing and a drive. And it slams off the bottom of the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. On the ground. Lowe. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
McCarthy takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Swing and a ball popped up. Caballero on his way over. Snags it for the second out.
And good defensive play prevents a run from scoring right there.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. This is Corbin Carroll. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up. You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Got him. Huge strikeout there. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Lowe measures 6 feet 4 inches. 27 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2016. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat. Jake Mangum will hit next. Hit hard, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Wastes no time there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Line drive. And that's down, a base hit. Mangum headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Perdomo. Here's Marte for 1, and that's 2. But the RBI single pushes across a run, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in the desert, bottom of the 6th inning, here's Ketel Marte. On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Josh Naylor digs in now. Has grounded out a couple of times. Fly ball center field. Mangum nabs it. 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Pavin Smith. Breaking ball inside. And it's 1-0. Out to center. Mangum has this one sized up. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back here at Chase Field, we go to the top of the 7th. Lowe at the plate. On the corner for a strike.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Caught him him looking for the K. Eloy Jimenez now. Check swing, and he went 0-1.
0-1.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And a base hit.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good.
Nice grab.
Man, that could have been a big swing in this game. Just unlucky at a really unfortunate time right there.
Caballero in the box again. Takes the strike. Pitches in there. And that is strike 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Jimenez, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one off the mark. Going to count 1-2. Stays alive. Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. And he won around. Not an easy. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. Going on. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Kevin Kelly, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Clevenger also throwing.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Pitch in the dirt. Ball 1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. Now the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch misses.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
Tonight his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Swing and a foul out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a sweeper misses for a ball.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
In the air, center field. Mangum in and to his right. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Sneaks through, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
Pitching for Tampa Bay.
Adrian Del Castillo,
Number
the next to
49.
hit. He's grounded out a couple of times. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Gets him to chase after that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that skips in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the...
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back. We go to the 8th, and now it's going to be Danny Jansen. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. So he's back out to begin the 8th. Been a really nice outing for him so far, Singy.
He's thrown the ball really well. Kept hitters off balance, and he's been very efficient with that pitch count. But at this point, even though it's been relatively low, you start keeping an eye on it to make sure that he doesn't have any fatigue and injuring himself. Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 8th. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Jake Mangum getting ready to hit. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. And how about that? It's an immaculate. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. Pitch is in the dirt, and that's ball one.
Ball one, no strikes.
Strike one.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And a count 1-2. Got him! And one gone.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike two.
0-2.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Ketel Marte up to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
Second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Late with the swing there.
Very solid
No
inning
ball,
on the
2
mound so
strikes.
far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Pitch
One ball,
misses, and
2
it's
strikes.
1-2. And that's in the dirt.
Ball 2. 2-2.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side. Back here in the desert, and now the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
And that one hit to first. Naylor takes it to the bag, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. And now Junior Caminero. Slice to right.
Multi-hit game for him
Up
now,
next
and with the
for
lack of
Tampa
results
Bay,
he's been
second
having
baseman,
lately, I'm sure he's
Brandon
feeling
Lowe.
some relief. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Well, Berg, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. So 1 hit is all they get.
Pitching for Tampa Bay.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Edwin Uceta.
Now, this is an extremely confident pitcher. He loves the pressure. Actually likes the 1-run game better than a comfortable 3-run save opportunity because that's when he pitches his best.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. He's 2 outs away. And next is the designated hitter, Pavin Smith. Outside.
Off the plate, ball 1.
And that's ball 1. A 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Swing and a miss. And the count even
I
at
got a
1.
ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Out number 2. Diamondbacks down to their final out. Stepping in, Eugenio Suarez. Little chopper rolls foul.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Trying to close out a one-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9.
That's a ball.
Up and in, and a count 2-1.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This could end it. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the other, go a little bit deeper into the ball game, and for these pitchers, it really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun one to watch.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.